Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some more pre-1961 bats for you here today. We got this New York Giants traveling to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals here on April 28th. Leading off for the Giants playing second batting in the leadoff spots Frankie Frisch, batting second, playing third Freddie Lindstrom, batting third, playing first base Bill Terry, batting fourth, playing center field Willie Mays, batting fifth, playing left field Mill Ott, batting sixth, playing right field Bobby Thompson, batting seventh, on the catching Roger Bresnahan, batting eighth, playing shortstop Travis Jackson, and batting ninth and on the pitching
TESREAU
is Jeff TESREAU. Now let's take a look at the St. Louis Cardinals starting lineup here. And we got leading off for the Cardinals and playing second base is Red Schrondius. Batting second, playing center field is Enos Slaughter. Batting third, playing shortstop is Roger Hornsby. Batting fourth, playing left field Stan Musial. Batting fifth, playing right field Joe Medwick. Batting sixth, playing first base Johnny Mize. Batting seventh and playing third base is Whitey Cresco.
Kurowski.
And batting eighth, playing doing the catching is Jimmy. Sure won't get it right. Jimmy Wilson. And batting ninth and doing the pitching
POLLET
is Howie POLLET. Let's get down here to the stadium and get this game started, folks. And leading off for the New York Giants is Frankie Frisch. He's batting $162 with no homers and 2 RBIs, going up against Howie POLLET. And this is POLLET's second appearance. He's 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA. Here's the pitch to Frankie. And that's going to be a ground ball down the red. He's up with it and fires over the Johnny Mize for out number one. And Freddie Lindstrom's up now. And Freddie's batting .268 with 4 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball this time down the Hornsby at short. Over to Mize for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And Bill Terry's up now. And Bill Terry's batting .250 on the year, 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. 3 ground balls, 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the first. Giants nothing. Cardinals coming up. You got Reds, Slaughter, and Hornsby due up here. And Reds batting .176, no homers, 3 RBIs. Jeff Torenzo, this is his second start of the year. He's 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA. And Red's going to get a hold of this one, folks. That ball is going to be driven in the outfield. And that ball is high. How far is this one going to travel? And not far enough. That is off the wall out there in deep center field. Red's got a stand-up double, but couldn't quite get a hold of it. Enos Slaughter's up now. Slaughter now with a runner down at second and nobody out. Slaughter batting .250 on the year. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And the runner will get down the third. So now the go-ahead run is 90 feet away with a 1 out for Roger Hornsby. And Hornsby's batting .242. No homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be against the left righty. That'll be a 21 on an 8. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Hornsby with an RBI single. And it is 1-0 Cardinals. And that'll bring up Stan the Man now with Hornsby down there. And I think Hornsby might take off here at 23 with 1 out, 45. You're going to let Stan hit through the hole. And then when Medrick gets up, Rogers is still down there. Steal. And that's why you don't steal, because old Stan the Man just belted that one into the upper decks here, folks. That ball is gone. Home run, Stan the Man, usual. Hits off the roof out there in right field. And it is quickly 3-0 Cardinals. And Joe Medrick's up now. Wait a second, I was looking at the wrong chart. That was just a double. See if he comes around the score. Sorry about that. Had the wrong chart up. So that'll be with 1 out a double. 42. That'll be an 8. 19. He's going to stop at third. That's just going to be a double. Double in the right field. And now Joe Medrick's up with second and third. Sorry about that. Now we got it right. Second and third for Joe Medrick. Medrick's batting .107, 1 homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. Nowhere to put them now. Everywhere you look, there's a Cardinal. And it's the big cat. Johnny Mize is up now with the bases full. Hornsby at third. Musial at second. Medrick at first. In the other end, boy, Johnny Mize at the plate batting .154. 2 homers and 3 RBIs when swinging a bat. And this game could be lights out before it even gets started. Against the 20. And that's going to be a single in the center field. And a 56. That'll be is it a 56, does I say? Yeah, 56. That'll be a 9. Yeah, 19. So a 30. Did I get that right? Let's take a look here. Make sure I'm doing the math right. And Beatles has joined us here. So that's a 56. 30. And yeah, it's a 30, a 56 or lower. Stan the Man scores. 56 or lower. And he's in there. And Joe Medrick. Let's see here. What would that have been to get him the third? That would have been a 49. So Medrick's going to get down the third on the throw. And we got first and third. And it is now a 3-0 ball game. Greatest center fielder. If he's the greatest center fielder in this game, I'll give you that. Yeah, he might even be the greatest center fielder in the National League. But he ain't the greatest center fielder of all times, I'll tell you that. So you got the runner on second scoring and the runner on first getting down the third. Johnny Mize at first. And Whitey's up now. And the Cardinals are out to a 4-0 lead here, folks. And Jeff is getting beat around. Runner on first wasn't supposed to score. Let's go back here. Runner on first was just supposed to get the third. So you had a single into, I can't even remember where the single was now. Ain't that awful? Messing this all up. That was a single in the center field. And you got first and third. There we go. And it's a 3-0 ball game with first and third. Johnny Mize at first, Medrick at third. And with Whitey up, they're going to play back for the double play. And David joins us here tonight. And here's the pitch to Whitey. And that's going to be another base on balls. And Jeff can't find the strike zone, folks. And it's bases loaded again. And Wilson's up again. They're going to stay back for the double play. And Wilson is batting 194. No homers and 2 RBIs on the season. And that's what the doctor ordered. That's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that's going to be the old 4-6-3 double play. That gets them out of the inning. But the Cardinals score a 3, take a 3-0 lead. But what could have been 1 out and bases juice could have busted this game wide open. And speaking of one of the best, but not the best center fielder of all time, Willie Mays is due up, followed by Ott and Thompson, as Mike Silva joins us here tonight. And Willie Mays is batting .294, 4 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, 56 on a 40. And that's going to be ball 1. Here's the 1-0 count to Mays. 1 ball and no strikes on him. And that's going to be a swing and a miss to the second best center fielder in baseball. Strikes out. And you can see the Giants and Cardinals record. The Giants are 5-4. They've struck out 46 times, walked 39. They've hit 16 doubles and 5 triples. Cardinals are 3-5. They've struck out 43 times, walked 34, hit 12 doubles and 7 triples. Got Mel Out up now, batting a .167 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. So I know Mick would be in this game. The Giants would probably be winning. I agree with you. Yep. Mick would have never lowered himself to wear those orange and colors, that's for sure. He was definitely a navy blue boy. And that's a fly ball out to Stan the Man. That'll be out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here. Bobby Thompson's up now. And Bobby's hitting .250, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty a 20. That's going to be a ground ball down to Hornsby. He makes a nice play at third. Fires over to first to get Bobby. Robs him of a base hit. That's quickly 1, 2, 3. Goes the Giants. We go to the bottom of the second. We got the bottom part of the order due up here. Howie, and then back to Red and Enos. And Pollet's 0 for 3. See if he can get aboard here and help his own cause. That's going to be a comebacker back to Jeff. He fires over the first. And that'll be out number 1. And we're back to the top of the order in Red. And Red started this game off with a double and came around the score. I hear you. I hear you. And that's going to be a single by Red in the right field. And Red's aboard here with 1 out. And that brings up Enos Slaughter now. And Slaughter, he grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Jeff still can't find the strike zone. That is his, third walk of the game? And that brings up Hornsby now with first and second. Roger deliver here and bust this game open for the Cardinals. And Hornsby singled and drove in a run his first time up, came around to score also. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Frankie's up with it. That's actually going to be popped up down the second for out number 2. So it's up to Stan the man to do something here with runners on first and second. Musial doubled his first time up, came around to score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackson. He'll go the short way over to second. That'll end the inning. And we go to the top of the third. It's still 3-0 Cardinals. You got Bresnahan, Jackson, and Tressler due up. Rogers batting .273, 2 homers, and 4 RBIs. And Bresnahan's going to fly out to center field. Slaughter's got it for out number 1. Yeah, he is, ain't he? Yeah, he sure is. Travis Jackson's batting .258. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Johnny Mize. He takes it himself for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. See if Jeff can get something started here. He hasn't done it on the mound. Can he do it at the plate? He's batting .500. 1 for 2 on the season. Here's the pitch to Jeff. And that's going to be a comebacker. Howie's got it. Tosses it over to Mize. 1, 2, 3 goes to Giants. To the bottom of the third we go. Medrick, Mize, and Whitey due up. And Joe walked his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bobby and right for out number 1. And the big cat's up now, Johnny Mize. Johnny singled, drove in 2 runs his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Is that the 5th walk of the game? 4th walk of the game. Johnny down at first for Whitey now. See if Whitey can deliver here with Mize at first. And Whitey walked his first time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. Walking himself into a situation here. Wilson grounded into a double play his first time up. See if he can do something this time. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Lindstrom's going to go around the horn again, folks. It's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play this time. Wilson's hitting the 4 outs. And that stops another rally. Keeps it a 3-0 game. To the top of the 4th we go, and the top of the order due up. Frisch, Lindstrom, and Terry. And Frankie is 0 for 1, grounded out the second. And that's going to be a base on balls. So first walk given up by Howie. And you can see the Giants are batting .239 with a .295 on base percentage. Slugging of .501 and an OPS of .796. And the Cardinals are batting .204 on base percentage of .293. Slugging of .578 and an OPS of .871. And that brings up Freddie Lindstrom now with a runner down at first. And one body out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Joe. And he waits for it for out number 1. Here's Bill Terry up now. And Terry, he grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball. This one out to Enos Slaughter. And that'll be 2 quick outs now after the leadoff walk. And now steps to the plate is Willie Mays. He struck out his first time up. And not this time, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone. It's a 1-run ball game. Willie Mays with his 5th home run of the year. Makes it 3-2. And that brings up Mel Hunt now. And Mel, He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be back-to-back jacks. Mel Ott takes it deep also. And it is now a 3-3 tie. Mel Ott drives it. Cruising through 3 2/3 and runs into problems here with 2 outs. Now Bobby Thompson's up. Bobby grounded out to short his first time up. And he didn't hit him. I would have hit him. He throws it over the plate and he drives it in the left field. Stan the man catches it. But back-to-back home runs ties this up. 2-run shot by Mays, a solo shot by Ott. It's 3-3. We go to the bottom of the third. Howie's due up, followed by Red and Slaughter. Howie grounded out to his counterpart last time up, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackson at short. Over to Terry for out number 1. See if Red can get something going here with 1 out. He is 2 for 2 today. He's doubled and singled. And that's going to be a ground ball again down to Jackson. 2 ground balls down to short and 2 quick outs. And can Slaughter do something here? He's grounded out the second and walked. And that's a fly ball out to Ott. That's a quick inning. 1, 2, 3 goes to Cardinals. To the top of the 5th we go. And you got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Giants. Bresnahan, Jackson, and Jeff. And Roger is 0 for 1. He flew out the center his first time up. And that ball is well hit, driven into the gap in right field. It'll be a leadoff double. And the Giants all of a sudden getting the Howie here, starting to blast the ball. That brings up Jackson now with the go-ahead run down at second. And nobody out. And Travis grounded out to first his first time up. Excuse me, and that's going to be a base on balls. And they're going to let Jeff stay in the game here and try to bunt these guys in. Make it second and third with 1 out for the top of the order. He grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. And that's going to be a nice bunt down back to the mound. Howie's only play is going to be over to first with Red covering. And that'll be out number 1. But now you got second and third and 1 out. And the top of the order due up here in Frisch. And Frankie's 0 for 1. He has walked, came around the score, and grounded out the second. And with 1 out, Cardinals are going to bring the infield in. And on a 26, a 44, that is hit down the second. That should be fielding column 1 of 44 for Red. Damn good fielding second baseman. And it is fielding column 1. That's still going to make it through. That's going to be a single in the right field. And Rogers is going to score. And Jackson's going to stop at third. So an RBI single by Frankie Frisch. And it's now a 4-3 ball game. And you got first and third and 1 out. And the Giants will play back. The Cardinals will play back for the double play. Freddie's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flew out the right. And that's going to be a 19 and a 10. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Let's see if he's going to try to score here. Fly ball in the left field. Excuse me. 49. Stan don't have much of an arm out there. That would be yep, Jackson's going to tag up with no throw. So that's a fly ball out the left. Runner's going to score with no throw. So it's going to be 2 outs now. Frisch at first. And it is now a 5-3 ball game as Fred gets a sacrifice fly. Bill Terry's up now. He's grounded out to third and he's flown out to center. Here's the pitch to Terry. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that's Howie's third walk of the game. And up to the plate's Willie Mays. He homered his last time up, first and second, 2 down. Can Howie get out of this? Already 2 runs that came across. And nope, that ball is high. That ball is far. That's a 3-run homer, and that's going to be it for Howie, as it is now an 8-3 ball game. So he's going to come out here and pitch to Mel on here. That's how he can't make it through this 5th inning. Let's see here. Who they got as a lefty in the bullpen? Wild Bill. He's going to come out of the bullpen. See how long it's been since he's pitched. See if that's the route we want to go with. Yeah, he hasn't pitched in a while. So we'll bring him in here. Where's Wild Bill at here? There he is. He'll bat in the 9 spot.
Callahan.
Yeah, I don't think they want to do a double switch. Take Slaughter out. I don't know. Let's look here. Maybe we'll do that. Go with. I don't think so. We're going to leave Slaughter in. We're not going to do the double switch. So Wild Bill Hollihan's going to come in the game. This is his 2nd appearance, and it is an 8-3 ball game. He's got Ott due up. Can he get out of this inning here? Nobody on. And here's the pitch to Mel Ott. He homered his last time up, flew out the left his other time up, and that's back-to-back jacks maybe. Let's see, can that stay in there against the lefty on a 21? And that ball's going too. And back-to-back home runs for the 2nd time in this game, folks. Mel Ott hits one out of here. And it's time to put somebody on the butt. There's no way they can dig in and keep doing this. A 6-run inning. Tommy Thompson should be running for his life. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flew out the left. And that's going to be a fly ball out the stand again. That'll end the inning. But not until the Giants score 6 and take a 9-3 lead. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Hornsby, Musial, and Medrick due up. Hornsby's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Popped up the 2nd his other time up. That'll be a base on balls. Cardinals need a lot of base runners. That is Jeff's 6th walk of the game. Stan the man's up now. He's doubled and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be the old dreaded 4-6-3 double play. Not what the Cardinals needed there. That was a tailor-made double play. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Medrick. And Joe is 0 for 1. He's walked and flew out the right. And he gets a hold of this. Of course he does after the damn double play. That ball is hit down in the left field. Hits the chalk. That'll be a stand-up double for Joe as he pulls that ball. Here brings the big cat up, Johnny Mize. He's 1 for 1 today with a 2 RBI single. Can Johnny get the Cardinals back on the scoreboard here with 2 outs? Here's the pitch to Mize. And nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes the big cat out. That ends the inning. To the top of the 6th we go. Got Bresnahan, Jackson, and Jeff due up here. It was early in this game. I didn't think Jeff was going to finish it. Bresnahan's 1 for 2. He's doubled and flew out the center. Excuse me. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Roger Hornsby at short. 1 down. And Travis Jackson's up now as ID Jester joins us. I know, it's terrible, ain't it, ID? They need to put somebody on their butt, put a ball in somebody's ear with all these home runs. And Jackson squares this one up. Travis Jackson. How far is this one going to go? That was going to be off the wall for a double in the right field. Jackson down at second now with 1 out. And Jeff's going to try to bunt him down the third. Play some small ball here. He is 0 for 1. He's grounded out to the pitcher and sacrificed last time up. And that's going to be that's bunted right back to the pitcher. And he's going to fire over to first with Red covering for out number 2. The runner will get down the third though. Back to the top of the order we go, and Frankie Frisch. And Frankie is 1 for 2. He's walked and he has grounded out the second, has an RBI single. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Wild Bill gets a little wild here and walks him. And Lindstrom's up now. Freddie is 0 for 2. Does have a sacrifice fly. He's grounded out and flown out. And that'll end the inning. That's a ground ball down to Hornsby. He'll go the short way over to second. And Cardinals get out of that with nobody scoring. To the bottom of the 6th we go. We got Whitey Wilson and a pitch hitter for Bill due up here. And Whitey's Whitey's walked 2 times. And that'll be the first time. That's some crazy shit here. He gets hit by the pitch. Cardinals should be out of that dugout fighting mad now. They hit him. I think that's the 3rd time in this series he's gotten hit in a 2-game series. Standing down at first with a 9-3 lead, and they hit the leadoff batter. And up to the plate now steps Jimmy Wilson. He is grounded into 2 double plays, a 4-6-3 and a 5-4-3 double play. And not this time. That ball's going to be against the righty at 21. That ball's going to be hit down the second. And only thing they're going to get the runner out at second. Not going to be able to turn 2 this time. So Wilson's aboard now. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Bill. See who's going to come off the bench here. And I think it's going to be Jim Bonham-Lee. He's going to come off the bench. Pitch hit here for Bill. Check out ID Gestures channel, folks. He did an Apba game the other day. Bonham-Lee's batting .364. He's got a homer and 3 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one. That's going to be a double in the right field. Wilson's going to stop at third. His run don't mean nothing. He ain't trying to get thrown out. So a double in the right. He got second and third now. Only 1 out. Cardinals need base runners in the worst way. They got to deliver here. Back to the top of the order in Red. And Red is 2 for 3. He's one of the Cardinals having a good game. He has doubled, singled, and grounded out. Yeah, it was a 2019 game. Like I say, it was a good game. Yep. Red. Can he deliver here? That's going to be a Ground ball down the short. 44 on a 9. That should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a single. And the runners are going to hold. So that's going to fill the bases up here. An infield hit. So bases are loaded here for Enos Slaughter. One swing of the bat, and he can make this a ball game, folks. That'll get the bullpen up for the Giants. Can Enos Slaughter deliver here? He is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and flown out and walked. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Mays makes the catch. And let's see if he's going to tag up a 45. That'll be an 8, a 20. Wait a second here. Go back. Undo. Undo. Should have been an infield hit. And a runner at third holds. And a runner on second should hold. Let's see here. Bases should be loaded. As Legend joins us here. There we go. And now the fly ball. Say that'll be a 20. Get Wilson in. And he's going to stay put. So bases are still going to be loaded for Roger Hornsby. See if Roger can deliver here. And Roger Hornsby is 1 for 2. He's walked, driven in a run, and popped up to second. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. That'll end the inning. And the Cardinals leave the bases loaded. I just did them in, folks. In the 6th inning, leaving the bases loaded with 1 out. Let's see who's going to come in here to pitch. You got Terry, Mays, and Odd due up. See if they got another lefty in the bullpen here. Sale. When was the last time Sale pitched? So Slim Sale is going to come in here and pitch. Against the lefties. And this is Sale's 3rd game of the year. He's 0-1. He has a 2.25 ERA. Like I say, he's going to be facing Mays, Ott, and Terry. Mays and Ott. Bill is 0 for 2. He's walked, flown out, and grounded out. And that's going to be a rare play, a 37 and a 51. And that's going to be hit in the right field. And Joe Medrick's out there. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Joe Medrick makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Mr. Willie Mays now with 2 homers on the game, 5 RBIs. And he has struck out his other time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field stand. The man makes the catch for out number 2. And Mel Lott's up now, and he's homered twice. He has 2 RBIs on the game, and he's flown out the left his other time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the red at second. 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 9-3. And we got Stan the Man due up, Medrick and Mize. And Stan's 1 for 3. He has doubled, reached on a fielder's choice and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. And that'll be against the righty, 20. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ott for out number 1. And Joe Medrick's up now. And Joe, he's 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Flew out to right his other time up. That's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. 2 quick outs here. And the big cat's up now, Johnny Mize. He is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single, walked and struck out. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Bobby can't quite get to it. 2 out single. Let's see if Whitey can deliver here. With 2 outs, Whitey's walked twice and been hit by a pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. Excuse me, to the top of the 8th we go. We got Thompson, Bresnahan, and Jackson due up here. Bobby's 0 for 3. Grounded out to short and flew out to left twice. And that'll be a ground ball back to Slim. He fires over to Johnny. Excuse me, for out number 1. Bresnahan's up now. And Rogers 1 for 3 with a double. He's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be another fly ball. This one out to Slaughter in center. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 8th. Here is Jackson's up. He's 1 for 2. He's walked, grounded out, and doubled his last time up. And that's going to be a comebacker. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Giants. And I think that's going to be it for Jeff. I think they're going to make the old double switch here. Take Jackson out. Al Dark's going to come in and play short. Batting the 9 spot. And let's see here. Who's going to come on the pitch? Got the righties coming up. Red's a switch hitter. So, let's see here. Who's the John's going to go with? Try to finish this game. Get 2 innings out of him. It might be Antonelli. When did Johnny last pitch here? And I'll give us somebody else here who hasn't pitched in a while. And Freddie's going to come in. Fitzsimmons is going to come in and pitch. And he'll bat in the 8th spot. And then Dark will come in and play short and bat in the 9 spot. As Jeff goes 7 innings, gave up 3 runs and 9 hits. Excuse me. Let's get Fitzsimmons in there and Dark in there. Dark's there. And this is Fitzsimmons' 3rd game. He's 0-1 with an 18 ERA. He'll be facing the bottom part of this order. Wilson, a pitch hitter, and then back to the top of the order. And here's the pitch to Mr. Wilson. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ott for out number 1. Now we'll have a pitch hitter here for Slim. And let's see who's going to come off the bench. And Jesse Burkett's going to come off the bench here. See if he can get on base. Try to make this game a little more interesting. Jesse is batting .600. He's 3 for 5 on the year. Here's the pitch to Jesse. And that's going to be against the righty. 15. That's going to be a fly ball out to Bobby in right field for out number 2. It's up to Red to do something here in the 8th. Can't expect to get 6 runs in the 9th. That should have been a fly ball out the right field. There we go. And here's the pitch to Red. And that's going to be well hit. Oh, Red's not giving up. He's 3 for 4. He's having a hell of a good game for the Cardinals. And that's going to be a base hit in the left center field. That's rolling around. And the great Willie Mays ain't throwing him out. That's going to be a triple for Red. He's standing down at third. And that'll bring up Enos Slaughter. Let's see if the Cardinals can get a run across here. Slaughter's 0 for 3. He has walked. He has grounded out, flown out twice. Here's the pitch to Slaughter. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Frankie at second. That'll end the inning. The runner gets stranded at third. To the top of the 9th we go. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch. You got Dark due up. Let's see here. And it might be Jesse Haynes. We might have the battle of the Jessies now. Yep, Jesse Haynes is going to come out here and pitch for the Cardinals. Trailing by 6. And this is Jesse's 3rd game. He doesn't have a record, and he hasn't given up an earned run yet. He'll be facing Dark. Then back to the top of the order, and Frankie Frisch and Lindstrom. This is Dark's first plate appearance of the game. Came in on the double switch. He's batting .333 with a homer and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a blast. That ball is high. How far is that one going to travel, folks? And that's going to be a home run. Al Dark comes off the bench, comes in the game on a double switch, and hits a home run here in the top of the 9th. That's his 2nd home run of the year. That'll bring up Frankie Frisch now. And Frisch is 1 for 2, 2 walks and an RBI today. And that's going to be against a 14. That's going to be a infield hit. It's a Baltimore chopper, and he outruns it. So all of a sudden, Jesse's having trouble here in the 9th. Still nobody out. A runner down at first and 1 run already in. And Freddie Lindstrom's up. He's 0 for 3. Does have a sacrifice fly in the game. And that's going to be a 39. That's going to be back to the pitcher. And it'll be a rare play. We'll have to re-roll 39 with a runner on first. And a 31 on a 39. And that'll be a 13. That's going to be hit down to second. Red's a good fielding second baseman. And that's going to be, only play is going to be the first. Frankie will get down the second with 1 out now. And Terry's up to the plate. And Terry's 0 for 3. He's walked And he has flown out twice and grounded out. And that's going to be against the 15. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Frankie Frisch on a 42, 11, 11, 29 he'll score. So that'll be a 55 or lower. He's in there. And a 46, that's an RBI single by Bill Terry. And it is now 11-3 ball game. As Jesse can't get the job done, and they're telling him it's your game, boy. We're not wasting the bullpen on an 11-3 ball game. And Willie Mays is up now. He's 2 for 4, 2 homers. He struck out and flown out the left his other 2 times up. And here we go again. That ball is blasted. Can it park hold it this time? And no, it can. That's a 3-run homer game by Willie Mays. And it is now 13-3. Every time Willie's hit a home run, Mel Ott's hit one. He's got 2 homers on the day. Can he go back to back again? Again, if I'm managing these Cardinals, ain't no way that happened, because one of them's going to be wearing that ball in his ear. And that's going to be blasted in the right field off the wall. Mel Ott's got a stand-up double. These guys are just digging in and launching the ball. Now there's one out with a runner down at second for Bobby Thompson. Bobby's 0 for 4, grounded out twice and flown out the left twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Actually, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Thompson out for out number 2. I'm sorry, ID. Ain't trying to kill you, buddy. Yeah, like I say, if I was managing these Cardinals, these Giants would have been hurting. I'd have been putting somebody down. Bresna hands up. He's 1 for 4. He is doubled, flown out twice, and grounded out once. And that's going to be a base on balls. Bresna hands down at first now. And Fitzsimmons is going to bat for himself, and they're going to let him swing away. They're not trying to waste a bunch of pitchers either. So Fitz is going to try to get through this 9th inning. So they're not going to pitch hit for him. Fitzsimmons, this will be his first plate appearance. 1931, he batted .228 with 4 homers and 18 RBI. So you can't groove one here, or Fitz will take you deep. And that's going to be hit down the first. 23, 22 on the 3. And that will be fielding column 1. And that's going to be a single. He knocks it down. The runners will only advance 1 base. That's an infield hit. And we don't need no stinking DH. As Fitzsimmons comes through, loads the bases. And we're down to Dark here, batting in the 9 spot. Dark homered his first time up. Definitely playing infield back here with 2 outs. And that's going to be a 15. That's finally going to end the inning. A fly ball out to center field. Slaughter makes the catch, but 4 more runs come across, and it's 13-3. And we got Rogers Hornsby, followed by Stan the Man and Joe Medrick. First blowout I've had in a long time here in the bats. Hornsby's 1 for 3. He's walked, driven in a run. And that's going to be a blast in the right field. Hornsby with a stand-up double to lead off this inning. And up to the plate now, Stan the Man. Let's see if Stan the Man can drive in a run here. He's 1 for 4 with a double. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. Mel Ott's got it. That'll be out number 1. Joe Medrick's up now. And Joe is 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. And that's going to be against the 16. That's going to be a single in the right field. Hornsby will stop at third. And that'll be a first and third now for the big cat, Johnny Mize. And Mize is 2 for 3. He's got the 2 RBIs out of 3. He singled twice, walked, and struck out. And this one's blasted, folks. See ya later. Johnny Mize with a 3-run homer. Too little, too late. The big cat turns on that one. That's out there in no man's land in right field. And it's a 13-6 ball game. One down now for Whitey up. Whitey's 0 for 2. He's walked twice, been hit by a pitch, and struck out. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. He strikes out for the second time here. And the Cardinals down to their last out as Mr. Wilson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 4. He's grounded into 2 double plays, reached on a fielder's choice and flown out. And that's going to be hit down in the left field. Mel Ott waits for it, makes the catch, and that'll end this ball game. No pitching in this game, that's for sure. 13-6, Giants win. Look here at the box score. Got to be about the 3-homer game. 3 homers, yep. And 7 RBIs. So the Giants, 13 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. Cardinals matched them with hits, 6 runs on 13 hits. Frankie Frisch was 2 for 3, scored 3 times. Terry 1 for 2. Mays and Ott were both 3 for 5. Mays with 3 homers and Ott with 2. You had Bresnahan and Jackson. So yeah, Lindstrom and Thompson, only 2 that didn't get a hit. The Giants were 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. You had Al Dark coming off the bench, coming in as a double switch. He hit a home run his first time up. Giants left 5 men on base. And old Red had a hell of a game. 4 for 5 for the Cardinals. Hornsby 2 for 4. Joe 2 for 4. And Johnny Mize is starting to light it up now. He's 3 for 4. Johnny had 5 of the 6 RBIs. Who had the other RBI? That was Hornsby. So Johnny Mize tried to single-handedly bring them back. Cardinals were 5 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Left 11 men on base. Had some opportunities. Old Jeff picks up the win. His first win of the year, goes to 1-1, 7 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, walked 6. He was walking them like crazy at the beginning of the game. Struck out 2. Didn't think he was going to finish the game. Thought he was going to get knocked out in like the 3rd or 4th inning. Fitzsimmons comes in, pitches 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Struck out 1 and gave up the 3-run homer to Mize. Howie didn't have it. POLLET goes to 1-1, 4 2/3, 5 hits, 8 runs, 3 walks. Struck out 1, gave up 3 homers. Wild Bill comes in, goes an inning and a third, 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1, gave up a homer. Oh, Slim Sally comes in, does a good job, 2 innings. And Jesse comes in and gets lit up in that 9th inning. 1 inning, 6 hits, 4 runs, walked 1, struck out 1, gave up 2 homers. And let's take a look now at the standings and the leaderboard. Got the Pittsburgh Pirates, Giants, and Cubs now tied for first. Braves are a half a game back. Reds are a game back. Phillies a game and a half. Dodgers and Cardinals are 2.5 games back. Ed Delaney's leading the league with a .405 batting average. Willie Mays now with 7 homers on the year, 15 RBIs, leading the National League. And you got Buck Walters with a 0.56 ERA, leading the National League. Kid Nichols with 3 wins on the year. And you got 3 pitchers with 2 saves on the year. And Willie Mays is taking over the MVP voting. And Kid Nichols is leading in the Best Pitcher Award. Let's see what the next game on the channel is going to be here. This is the final game of the 2-game series. And it looks like the next game is going to be the Orioles and Tigers. Let's see how many game series that is. That's a 1, 2. That's going to be a 3-game series for the Orioles and the Tigers. As MV joins us here. Oh, you're welcome, Beatles, buddy. So, yeah, the next game on the channel looks like it's going to be a 3-game series against the Orioles and Tigers in Detroit. Starting on the 28th. I want to thank MV. Check out his channel, Beatles. Eternally, check out his channels, David. Mike, check out his channel. ID Gesture and Legend Sports Universe, check out their great channels. I believe that was everybody that was here tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.